Nexxlegacy.
Inspired by, but before I put her on, I wanna thank you and welcome everybody, and everybody that's overseas listening, everybody that's listening in the States and whatnot. I am Branded. I am here. We are having some fun this morning. Danaya is by my side this morning as well. Danaya, what up, girl?
What up? What up? How are you? What's going on?
I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful, but not as beautiful. I am beautiful, but not as beautiful as the guest that we have on. Of course, everybody knows she was on R&B Divas. You know, she has a career that I have followed, and I am a fan first. And I want to welcome Lil Mo to the AM Buzz. Lil Mo, what's up, baby?
What up, bitch?
Good morning, Miss ID. How are you?
I'm great. How y'all?
Hey, we good. We good. I mean, after listening to L's Up, do you really gotta ask that question though? Like, for real?
I know, right? Ain't that's a more than motivation. Yes, sir.
I mean, I can't tell you enough that we gonna talk about R&B divas later, because I'm pretty sure everybody you done asked 50 million questions about R&B divas, and we gonna talk about that later. Can we do that?
Later.
I want to talk about your music first.
Yeah.
L's Up, which is available now on iTunes. People can go get it. Like, go get it, because I got it. I'm old school DJ. I go buy my own stuff. I don't need nobody to give me nothing for free. I got it, so I suggest y'all go support it and show love to this young lady right now. Single is definitely hot. So L's Up, we didn't heard it off the monologues and stuff, but this single was in the works for a minute though, right?
Yeah, I initially recorded it for my mixtape, which was P.S. I Love You, back in 2011, and it was never finished. So when we were rehearsing for the monologue the divalogue, and they were saying that, you need some music to balance it out, I was like, well, what am I going to sing? Because writing something from scratch is never a problem, but I just wanted to make sure that, it had a feel to it. So then when we shot the scene, my husband and I, when we were in the studio, even though a lot of it got edited out, he was like, yo, you should do the song that we did to the Lil Wayne beat, the 6+7. And so I started singing. I was like, yeah, that do feel good. That does seem like it can balance out the whole Cynthia versus Little Mo piece, because it's like, a lot of people are like, yo, that Joe go, but they don't know that in the song I'm basically talking to myself about myself. Like, that's the whole dichotomy, the breakdown of, like, I'm like, look what I did. It's like Cynthia feels some type of way of, like, I created a monster. And then on the second verse, Little Mo said, so this is it? You really want to call it quits? All this stuff you done did? You want to end it like this? So I'm just like, if people that really know me and that sort of D-Loves will get it. Some people just like the song, about that Joe rock. But I'm like, once I break down the actual formula for the song, they're like, yo, now I see. So, and a lot of people have applied it to their life. So, I'm just excited that it panned out the way it did, and now the song it's available online everywhere, because there's a lot of people who don't have an iPhone or iTunes, so I don't want nobody to feel left out. So we have it everywhere: Spotify, Yahoo, Google, everywhere that you can get music online. L's Up is out, as well as I'm a Diva. So I'm just putting out music just to keep everyone held over until my next move.
And
wow.
Can we just make L's Up like in every early morning? Like, I require everybody to just get up. When you get up in the morning, I need you to go listen to L's Up to start your day. Yeah. I think that should be like the martial law according to Lil Mo. Like, are you cool with that? Can we please put that law in the order? Can we do that? Can we do that?
I'm cool with it. I'm trying to get a copy of it to Snoop and what's the dude, Taylor Gang. Wiz Khalifa, so they can put their L's up. You already know what their L's stand for. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Like, if we do a remix with Snoop and Wiz, right, that go.
Hey, you know what? Passing it over to Snoop shouldn't be a problem. I know, well, you already know Connects, but I know it too, so I'll put it in his ear. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Because we've worked together. We did the Gangsta remix, and I've been knowing Uncle Snoop for years. I've never met Wiz Khalifa, though, so, we have to work that out. But, yeah, that's definitely something I think that would be hot, just like with different variations of the song.
So So, Lil Mo, how do you feel coming back? I mean, not coming back, but just putting your stamp again in this industry where it's just crazy. It's rugged. We know all there is to know. I mean, the record labels are way different from when you first started out. Everything is way different as far as how a record is marketed. I mean, how do you feel returning and putting out product for your fan base and for new fan bases? How you feel?
I knew returning that it was going to be harder than coming out for the first time. The reason being is just like seasons, just like time, just like people, things change. I knew the industry would change because I knew, like, I'm in it. When I'm not recording, I did radio. I did 2 radio shows, 2 afternoon drive shows, and I realized that with format, like with all the things that come in life, something is going to change. Now, the reason why I am glad for the knowledge that I have, and I can adjust to the change and not be looking crazy, is the fact that I was a part of the era where you were required to have artist development. So that's the reason why I know how to move and shake. I know to respect people, to stay humble, to you just. That's when we had publicists and PR and marketing teams, and you would have to be in the meetings and you said that. Now these artists are out here just doing anything, and then they're using consultants or glorified assistants to try to clean up their mess, and they're looking crazy. And that's why they're here today going to market like, oh, remember that song? But like with my songs and my movement, people just like, yeah, sometimes Mo might get on our nerves, but you cannot deny the way my songs made you feel. Because people just like, when that song, if you did not scream when Superwoman Forever, Put It On Me, I Cry, Can't Let You Go, If I Could Go, Hot Boys, if any of those songs you didn't feel some type of way and get your turn up on, then you are a lost, you are a bag of bones. You must just go straight to hell because you know that joke went off. I know.
Hey, for real, and Lil Mo, even now, I mean, like I said, I'm still feeling some kind of way, and like I said, people that not just follow your career, but people that just listen to it. People brand new kids who in the game, like, they listen to it and they gotta feel a certain kind of way because it is one of those kind of joints where it's just like, I mean, you can't deny good music. You can't deny, right?
No, absolutely not.
Good music sounds
straight up.
It makes people feel the reason.
Lil Mo, I think we lose
that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Can you hear me a little bit?
Yep.
Sorry about that. I know one of the biggest sources, like, in the galaxy is Before I Let Go by Frankie Beverly and Maze. As soon as you hear that, intro, people just
come on. We go crazy.
People go
crazy.
Before I let go.
Everybody feels some type of way. Those songs never die. And so that's this music. It just made you feel good. If you formalize a song, be able to play it at a wedding, like these are big events. A wedding, a barbecue, a funeral, Christmas.
Mo, we losing you a little bit, baby. We losing you a little bit.
Hello?
Like crazy.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now.
I don't know what's up with this phone. It's these daggone iPhones. It's the Illuminati. They taping me, son.
Hey, we ain't gonna let that happen though. Like, we gonna stay on until you get your points across. That's all it is to it. They can't take us down at all.
Exactly.
We gonna make it work.
Yeah.
Lil Mo's our guest on the AM Buzz, and Danaya, I know you got a question. Go ahead.
Definitely. Oh my gosh, it's crazy because it's like that sounds Superwoman. Like to this day, I still absolutely love it. What inspired you? What made you just have that drive to be that inspiration for young girls and just women in general?
Say the last part. Sorry.
What inspired you to write songs like Superwoman and just be that inspiration for young women and women in general?
I mean, just because growing up, I've been inspired. Like, I think that I consider myself one of the people that had a pretty easy life. Yeah, I had ups and downs, but for the most part, my life was real empowering. My mom just never taught me. She always made sure that, whatever you do, just give it your all, give it your best. Like the foundation and the things that were instilled in my life as a young child, I always learned to share. So it's just like if I grew up with a mother that's saying, don't do this, don't do that, this will help keep you out of trouble, you're going to go through life with bumps and bruises. But why not be that role model? Why not be that inspiration? People need that. My mother always told us children love discipline. Children and people love role models. People always love somebody to look up to. As much as they say, I don't care, but yes, you do. You do care. You need to be inspired, and I've always wanted to be an inspiration. Even when it came down to my tattoo, a lot of people, oh, my God, you going to scare the white folk. I was like, no, I'm not. They're the ones who basically started getting, the rock shit. I was just like, yo, I was bringing different elements to the industry, and I'm just like, it's okay to do this. It's okay to, now, some people just be going overboard. You like, now you just look like a demon. But with me, I always said it's okay to live your life, and I think it resonates well because people heard it for years. Now they got to see it with R&B divas. Like, now that's why I'm garnering and acquiring new fans, and old fans are coming back, and even people who thought they didn't like was like, yo, I really rock with you because you're so transparent. Like, all of that. People can feel that transparency. They can feel your humbleness. They can feel your relatability. All that matters. And the reason why I take it even more serious now is because I have 4 children, but 2 of them are girls, 11-year-old and 8-year-old. Like, I have to make sure that they have something great to look up to. I can't be reaching all these young girls out here, and I got 2 at home that's led astray. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So everything I do is planned, is strategized, and I make sure that it makes sense. So nobody's just like, why did she do that? Like, my whole thing is not trying to be perfect, but I don't want to let myself down. If I let myself down, I let everybody else down. And that's just a waste of time, Chad. It costs too much money to be me. Hello?
Right. Absolutely.
Here's what I think about you. And Lil Mo, I hope you really feel where I'm coming from when I say this. And to me, I always feel like, as people always talk about music and the fact that you do have a God-given talent, and I'm a fan of the songs, and you done rolled every single song off that I was rocking to as we were all growing up, because you and I mean, even though we didn't know each other just now, it's kind of like we always kind of grew up together like that. So that's just kind of how I feel. And to me, it's like, I'm a shift to R&B divas. I mean, everybody else over there seemed like they was cool, but it just kind of seemed like you was the one, the real true one. Even through all the drama, you still kind of had a positive outlook, and you had a personality that I was just like, you know what? I love her. I could kick it with you, like, you know what I mean? Like I could kick, even when it got really real, like, you know what I'm saying? When it was to the point where it's just like, all the emotions was coming out, and it's like, I could still kick it with you. You know what I'm saying? Through the happy times and through all this stuff, and I think that's what you said, right? It kind of resonates. New people, new fans, they rock with you based on what they saw, and what they saw was 110% pure honesty, right?
Yep, that was all true. And a lot of people might say, oh, reality TV is fixed. And I was like, no part of my life on that show and in reality was fixed. There were times they edited a lot out because I turned up a little bit more. I'm so glad they cut out some of the curses, because I just said for cussing. Like, that's just me. Cussing keeps me from killing. Hello? But a lot of people don't realize the reason why, from a doctoral or from an ethical standpoint, a lot of people don't know that a lot of my stuff was mainly real for the simple fact that I was the one with a newborn. My son was 6 months old when we were filming. So granted, I was still going through postpartum. So check it. I could have literally went to set one day if my mental capacity, if things was off, I could have shot the whole setup and got a doctor's note because I had proof that was part of it. I had definition anxiety. And, like, people don't understand what that's why it behooves everyone to treat people right, because you never know what someone's going through. Like, when I would leave in the morning, sometimes we would have to be to set by 10 a.m., and I'm in hair and makeup because I made that my business to make sure that before I get on TV, I'm going to make sure I have a glance flare. I'm not going to get on TV looking dry and undone. Unacceptable, because, like, this is TV. And when you do radio, you can sit back there and you ever be like, oh, they sound like they look good. Then you see the radio person, you're like, oh, Lord, Jesus, Lord. But with TV, you are judged by your look. Once people see, that's what they believe. And just looking back at some of the footage, I can see why some people were mad, because when you look back at yourself, you're like, girl, I wasn't even snatched. That's why half the time I came to set beat, because I was just like, yo, the way I'm going to keep calm today is I'm going to realize I have on makeup, I have on heels, I have my nails done, so I can't come out here acting like a acting like a banshee. So that showed up, and I showed up, and like if you see the things that people say to me and come to me and just like, yo, just the love that I'm getting, I'm just on a giving hugs and selling my song to her because everybody is feeling, come on, let's take a picture, let's go to, sometimes I forget, let's throw our L's up and we take a picture, or people just like, I just want to hug you for just not quitting, because trust me, I did. People got on my last nerve. I was just like, yo, you cannot be serious right now. But my husband, my family, God wouldn't let me quit because he did not bring me this far to be like, all right, well, I'm on TV just a little bit. So I'm just going to head home. No, I have to come home with the win. I have 4 children that depend on it, a life that I have to sustain, and I have fans that I said, like I said before, I do not want to let down.
I mean, and I just glossing over it again because I know that I done seen a few of your interviews where you talk in depth about just the little friction with Kelly Price and stuff like that, and it came. I mean, it was out of the blue to me, just for the simple fact that. I'm gonna keep it live. Like, I mean, it came out of the blue just to see it happen because I interviewed her before, so my perception of her just completely shifted once I saw it all. So I don't give a damn. I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna just put it out there. I mean, it's just was it as rugged as it looked? Because I feel like I'm bamboozled. I just don't know what the hell went on. Like, what happened to the personality that I thought she had versus seeing it on TV exposed?
Yeah, she exposed herself. That's nothing. No one, no production, no wizard, no. When you get exposed, chances are you did that to yourself. You don't have people say, people can't know your secrets unless you tell them. Nobody can just make up stuff about you. People can say about me, oh, we thought Mo was going to be the ratchet. Or why? Because I'm outspoken, because I have tattoos. But people don't know. At the end of the day, baby, as soon as I step out this house, it's strictly business. You know what I'm saying? I have my personal time. I have my, turn-up time. But all of that is planned. I'm not, oh, yeah, I'm going to just go out here and just start smacking bitches. Like, who does that? But there are people who in their minds feel that they have the right and the authority to dictate everything that goes on in everybody else's life. As soon as you pull that power away, because there's so much of a battle within themselves that they can't give up that power struggle, which honestly nobody cares about, because this show was about 6 ladies. It wasn't about one and 5 other chicks that just don't happen to come along. No, we all had a contract, and a lot of people did. A lot of people didn't realize that. And the reason why I say that is because I've personally seen the aforementioned person get into a full-out yelling match, and the program of our show was sitting there like, what are you talking about? And I would sit there like, I would be laughing because I was like, this broad is just going in. And even the confrontation that she and I had when it was like week 7 or whatever the case may be, when I wanted to sit down and speak with her, that wasn't intended to be confrontational. It was intended for me to ask her to come and host the Diva Logs that she had stated one time, and saying that she would be the loudest one in the audience that she would support. But that was a time when she wasn't talking to me. And to this day, I don't know why, but I say to this day, I do not care, because sometimes when God pulls people out of your life, you don't even have to worry about it. That was a personal thing that she did, but then God made it a spiritual thing, because I didn't need that in my life. Now, will it come back in my life later? Trust, new levels, new devils. But I just didn't expect that from her, because she and I were cool before the show. So like, sometimes these shows mess up marriages, sometimes they mess up friendships. But I was like, if you let anything mess up your foundation, then it wasn't solid from the beginning. So then, even at, I was just like, listen, in real life, I'm going to tell you this. I'm 124.5 pounds. I am 4'11". I like to wear heels because I have a Napoleon complex, because it makes me think I'm tall, and I have a big personality. She clearly has to be like 5'8", 5'9", and weighs probably double my weight. And no disrespect, but what would I be looking like trying to, I know this is not to line out with a soul, but what would I look like confronting her on TV, not knowing, we're gonna have to chop this tree down. So it's just like, first of all, always coming in on defense, that's the wrong way. I know the best defense is a good offense, but some people are offending people, and they have no way, they need to be defending their integrity, because mine was never in question, and I thank God for that.
There you go. And you said 100.
Crazy. That's basically what I said all that to say. Yeah, she's really crazy. And I'll close her face, because
wow.
I mean, that's the whole thing that because me paying attention to you ladies, the goal in Danaya, you know this because we talked about it, was the fact that it was good. It would be good to be able to see these women take care of music business like real women. You know what I mean? And of course, you're gonna have your beef here and there, and you know that's whatever. But I mean, it just turned into a whole full blown thing when it's just at the end of the day, like you said, you want to maintain your respect and make some money at the end of the day. So I dig.
You ever notice? See, I'm a person. I notice downfall when it's about to come. The reason being is that I shared a lot, and I still have more of my story to give. Like, I had my mom and dad on the show. I had my mother-in-law. I had fed my children on there. My husband was on there. We had to, step up to the plate when, a lot of people quit. We had to step in. He wound up producing the music for the Diva Logs. I wound up writing the theme song. So we were just ready to work. I took this as a job. I treated all the women with respect, and I treated them with respect not only for their craft and what they've done in the industry, but because we're co-workers. People understand that. So if you're coming in acting like, oh, I'm grand, then you just trying to diminish us as your help, your castmate. Nobody said this was the so-and-so show featuring. No, this was R&B Divas LA, meaning it was 6 women, more drama.
Right.
You already know what it is. So when people started taking that, and I understand owning your position, but trying to own, something that doesn't belong to you, that's stealing.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Somebody came to steal my joy, and they got their ass handed to them. No shame.
Well, here's the question. So after that craziness, would you ever do another reality show again?
Yeah, and trust and believe. Don't get it twisted. This is my job. This is what I do. I'm an entertainer. So, yeah, we'll do a reality show. And I'm real good friends with, like, Mona Scott and everybody do these shows. Don't think I wouldn't be inclined to do a walk on Love and Hip Hop. Now, I can't be a castmate on it because of my contract with Steak Factory. But I'll do another season of R&B Divas LA, and I'm ready for whatever comes. I'll be on anybody's show you think that won't compromise my integrity, that won't damage my brand. Because I know at the end of the day, a lot of these shows, they do have to formulate something. Because basically, people don't understand. All right, when you do a radio show, you can't just go in there and just start today, all right, I'm going to talk about this and just be blurred. No, you have to write out your strategy. You have to have a blueprint. So when hot topics and news come up, you have to be the first on it, or else you lose it. You have to literally be a sheep dressed in wolf's clothes, not a wolf in sheep's clothing. You have to be ready You have to be ready to go out in the trenches and fight for what you love, but not kill the people that got your back. See, a lot of these people, they playing this game right. They go into war with the ones that's trying to help them. And sometimes when you're trying to help somebody, you're trying to save them from themselves because you see yo, my dude, you sinking, you lose it, you doing too much right now, and they don't want to listen. So sometimes you're gonna lose some people in this battle. But in the end, you shouldn't lose if you went out there with a good heart, a good mind, a great spirit, energy, and don't quit.
There you go. Can I pitch something for a possible Lil Mo show? Can that cover like the possible, like, the making of your album and covering your family life and covering your tours and stuff like that or whatever? I think that would be like real dope for a lot of your fan bases, new and old, to come and kind of watch you chronicle your journey again, making a full album and the whole deal. Can we? I mean, is that a pretty cool idea, Mo? Or
yeah, we're actually working on that now. We're doing, like, we call it the Her Story. It's like the history, like starting over. Everywhere we go from wherever city we're in, like, we make my assistant, he'll take his, what's crazy is there's so much things you could do on the iPhone and then load it up to your computer and we make little 1 minute, 30-second movies to show, like, this is what's about to come. And so then when we release the footage, it's just like, yo, like, I want to go. So now that's, a lot of people are just like, yo, I just want to hang. Where y'all going to be at? So we're chronicling you see me with my kids and stuff like that. They be cutting up. Don't act just because I'm on TV all of a sudden. Now they're good kids. No, my kids be cutting clean up. And people just like, I know that's right. I know that's right. Like, people have children. And I don't know where people get, my kids behave. I said, then they must be on medication. Because my son, the only time he's good is when he sleeps.
And you know what? How do you man? I mean, doing what you do, and I heard somewhere. I think I heard from you in an interview before that you and Ja are trying to get some you guys are actually working on trying to get some tour stuff going on. Is that reality, or is that just in discussion right now?
That's real life. We're working on now, but he has a new movie that actually came out today. I believe, it actually came out yesterday, I believe. It was called I'm in Love with a Church Girl. So he's touring with that. So we're working on doing a tour together, but I just know that he was just like, Mo, let's get this money. But we hook up with Live Nation, being as though he told him, Mo, I'm on roll. So, he just got out, so he got to make sure that everything is decent and in order before he step out the house. And I said, I feel you, because I have 4 children, and I have to make sure that they're well taken care of when I leave. So we plan it out now. Like, one thing I like is that him and Irv just did an interview, and they were just like, everybody that stayed down with us, when they were losing everything around them, we ready to rock out. It's hard to find people in this industry that'll be down with you when you're down.
Right.
And that's just like with me. I was just like, everybody, I'm King Lil Mo, and I'm speaking from an industry standpoint. A lot of people wasn't around when I ain't have nothing else. Soon as stuff got me, what's good, sis? It's just like, all of a sudden. But that comes
all of a sudden you want to come holler at me like, what's your problem? Where you been?
You want some hooks, Mom? And I'll be like, nah, she's more than the hook girl. She's on TV now, so, we got a lot of things that we're working on and working towards. But I realized, that comes with the territory. I ain't mad at it. I just knew that it was coming. But it's all good. But yeah, me and John, we at least speak. We try to at least speak once a week. Just to even, it's like, his daughter just went to college, and I was crying. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting old. Why are you getting big? It's just like, when you grow up around and when you're around people, like all that industry stuff, that stuff is played out. It's like, let's get this money. We all got kids. Let's take care of this business because college is not for free. Hello?
Exactly. Make it a family affair. That's the deal.
Yep.
And saying that you got four, you got your husband, and how do you manage being this superwoman? For all the other women out there listening, I mean, how do you just manage to be and do what you're doing with having kids and being a wife and all that good stuff? Like, I mean, what's something that these young ladies out there that's trying to say, I can't do it all. You watch Mo, and Mo's doing it. So, what are some inspiration throwbacks you could be able to give to these young ladies trying to do exactly what you're doing?
Can't is a curse word in my house. Like, we're not allowed to say I can't.
Nice.
So when my son, Mommy, I can't do that, I said, don't you say that. He said, well, okay, I'll try. You got to at least try.
That's right.
I just try and I do it. I make it happen. I don't make any excuses because as soon as you start making excuses, that you only satisfy yourself, and that's a lie. A lot of people live, I can't do this. Now, there's certain things in my life that I'm just like, I won't do, but I won't say I can't do. Like, I want to go skydiving, and I'm scared, but that doesn't mean that I can't do it. Now, will I? I just got to muster enough confidence. But I think once I go skydiving, it's game over because I know that'll make me feel like I could conquer the world. But, again, that's all about how I was raised to just do it. My mom had 4 children. My sister had 4 children. So if they're doing it and they don't have the notoriety and not singers and, on TV and superstars or whatever, if they could do it, how come I can't? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like, that's what I grew up around. So I'm around winners. I'm around leaders. I'm around people who aren't quitting is never an option. Sometimes you got to let certain things go for quitting. So it's never an option. Never.
So Mo, you gonna skydive?
I want to. No, our pastor at the husband church my husband is a minister of music for, like, he just turned 45, and one of the things on his bucket list was to skydive. And he did, and I looked at it, he was like, oh, yeah, I was scared because they say if you want, you don't have to. But it's just like, the thrill. I'm a thrill seeker. So anything that gives me a rush, I'm willing to try once. I can't swim, so I'd be scared. Please, Lord, don't let me land over the water. So I'm going to take swimming classes first. But in all, I want to live life. People are not living life. They're just existing and being around. Just like, yeah, man, it's just another day in the neighborhood. No, child,
right.
Get up, get out, and do something. It's so much to life that you could do, and it's not expensive. So I don't know why people are like, oh, I don't have Jay-Z, Beyonce money. I'm like, sometimes you could go online and win a cruise or a tour or save your money and go on somewhere and live like a superstar. You don't have to be on a yacht in Cairo or somewhere. Try to be like that. No, because they work hard. I'm like, sometimes you could just think about, like, just go out on a drive with your family. Just go see some scenery other than around your way.
So you gonna bungee? So Lil Mo, you gonna bungee jump too? You gonna do that too?
I don't know. I'm not saying I can't, but I got common sense because I was thinking I got bad luck. The cord be no pop.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Couple of quick more videos where it went wrong to go looking up, and I'm like, ooh, they hit the wall. Wait a minute, that wasn't supposed to be
like the cord got all wrapped. The cord got all wrapped around her.
Couple of more quick questions with Lil Mo. This is the AM Buzz. You can follow her on Twitter at Lil Mo Show, right? Did I get that right?
The Lil Mo Show. It's TheLilMoshow. That's my Instagram as well, Facebook, everything is, and my website is thelilmoshow.com. Just so you know, a lot of people, I'm Tasty69 on Facebook. I'm Sweet Love, or I'm like, child, stop changing your names and confusing the same. Just keep it.
I swear. Oh my God!
You know,
right?
People are crazy.
For real. What is? Well, a couple more quick questions before you go. What's the one misconception that a lot of people out there that you either see on social media or that you have that they have misconception, not just about you, but also the show itself? What's a misconception out there?
That people always think that that can't be real because y'all are, I don't know, people just think everybody's supposed to be the best friends. That's one thing. And can't y'all get along? I'm just like, some people just don't have the spirit of getting along. Some people that come there with the same mindset and focus. Another misconception is that I tried to hog up everything. I was just like, I can't just say, hey, I need y'all to film everything, and it better be all about me. I was just like, I was approached, hey, can we shoot this? Can we do that? Because this person can't make it. I was always available. So people probably mistake my availability with being the teacher's pet. I was just like, no, I just know how to treat people with respect. And then people gravitate and want to be around people who they realize that they have respect for their time. Like, listen, if we're supposed to shoot from 10 to 6 today, I don't need to start shooting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because your ass decide to stay at home and play PlayStation or act like you want to get your nails done. You did that the day before. Or if it was really a boss, you could have had him come to your house. But of course, it's all about how you play. It's all about how you treat people. So,
and even for the even for a guy like myself, I mean, you got to know how to put on a suit and tie and talk to those suit and tie people, and you can be able to put on some jeans and a white tee or whatever, and then just handle your business wherever you need to handle it. So I mean that's the nature of life. You do absolutely.
You have to look the part if you want to get the role. A lot of people think, I'm gonna just show up and look like I ain't washed up in 6 days. I'm like, okay, if you think you're going to get good luck with getting that part, like a people don't understand. Sometimes your image depends on a lot about, what you're going to get. Now, there's some people who can't help it, and they have, some people just like, hey, I already know. By they look, it might not go through. But at least they tried, So,
right.
So that's what's up.
Definitely.
Danaya, you got one more for a little more before we let her go tend to family business?
Yes, definitely. Would you encourage your children to get into entertainment, or have they already had that entertainment buzz?
Yeah, I know my son, my 4-year-old, he shows some very great interest in wanting to be in the music industry. He's a Michael Jackson fan, and Michael was already going on with by the time he was born. So I wouldn't force it on him, but I wouldn't push it over. That's what they want to do. I'm just, because I knew when I was like 3 or 4, I was like, I'm going to be a singer, I'm going to be a superstar. I spoke it as a young child. So I'm just like, if my son was like, I want to be famous and I want to be on stage and I want to go on stage with you, come on. Like, because when they show, you never want to suppress a child's dream. There are a lot of kids out here who have big dreams, and you can look at that. I can look at some people like, Dad, somebody told them you can't do it. I'm just like, I don't never tell my kids they can't. But I also tell my kids you don't have to work for what you want. You're not going to be able to just get things because I'm your mom. There are some things that I can do, but there's some things you're going to have to do for yourself. Like, people that have, because this world is real. As much as, a lot of people grew up under famous parents. I'm just like, they still got to go through the same thing. Like, Miley Cyrus don't act nothing like Billy Ray Cyrus. It's a different road, but it's still the same family. And so it just takes that guidance. And it takes, as a parent, like, people are like, why her parents don't do something? I'm like, kids have their own mind. Once they grow, you pretty much let them do what they can, and you just try to save them from the world, because you can't save nobody from themselves. There's some people who just enthralled are so amazed with what's going on in the ratchet side of things. They don't realize how much they have to lose. But if you have a great foundation, like with me, I had a great family foundation. That's why I was just like, I knew that I was going to live my life and have fun at a young age. But when it came to kids, you won't see me, you just won't see certain things from me because my kids are watching. And as much as a lot of people don't like to admit it, you are what your kids become. So you might be a closet freak, then your child gonna be a freak. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing you can do about what goes to that bloodline. There's nothing you can do about it. You just deal with it and just realize that, that's why a lot of people need to own up to who they really are. If you ratchet and you are hard to get along with, chances are everybody in your family is like that. Or if you're the only one in your family is weak, it won't tell you, like, you can't just be going around talking and treating it. That's not even right. That's not the Bible. Like the Bible says. Like, people just don't get it. I'm just like, I don't know how much longer people think they're going to just get away with being evil, but so far, I love this part of the industry where you don't get many chances. Hit it and quit it, or people be like, man, forget that, and they'll keep it moving. And then people try to, clean it up after the fact. No, baby, Olivia Pope is not real in real life. There's some people out there.
Thank you.
With this music industry, when people don't rock with you, it's a wrap. Unless you got an amazing team behind and a lot of money.
That is very true, very true. So, and Lil Mo, for someone that's, you said 4'11" and 124.5, I mean, you bigger than big, bigger than life, and like I said, I mean, you got songs that we'll always rock with through generations, and also your new stuff. Like I said, L's Up. I swear, this is gonna be my early morning call when it's all said and done. Every single morning, and I kid you not, Lil Mo, I get up in the morning, first thing I'm put on is this song right here, because I swear it's one of those kind of deals where I just, I'm gonna keep telling people to go support it and buy it. So, you're gonna see me on Twitter heavy because I'm following you, and I'm like, hey, I really, really and truly appreciate who you are and what you're doing, not just for yourself but also your family, because I know you get up every single day and grind for them. So, that's big. That's big, and I appreciate you. We're going to continue to support you, so I want to thank you for just being you. I mean, not just the music that you put out, but just being you, because I swear, I mean, not just R&B divas, but I'm listening to you now, but like, you know what, I can sit and kick it with you all day. But
thank you.
we got to go make some money, though, so, I'm sure that's the case. But come back when your album's done, or when you just want to come in and just holler at your fan base or whatever, make sure you come back and kick it with us, because, you are definitely an inspiration, not just to me as a guy, but also just in general. So, Lil Mo, appreciate it.
Nexxlegacy.